So we can push that up there. Welcome back, blah, 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 blah. Wait, actually, I should do this. So, reacting to the Skull Merchant changes. So, what's changed? We've removed the killer aura reveal when hacking a drone. The global detection power detects survivors who are running or walking, giving it consistent with how drones detect players. Right. Stealth drone scan lines are now visible, but will not extend entirely down to the ground, providing a visual indicator for survivors to crouch walk as a counter action. So you're going to see the lines and you can crouch under them. Are they going to move still around? Skull Merchant has 2 different types of drones, 5 deployable stealth drones, as previously mentioned. They're not really stealthy anymore, though, are they? You got the scan lines. I guess we'll have to see how that kind of looks. And 1 drone buddy, named Pending, that hovers directly over a shoulder. This is not a separate AI-controlled entity, right? Stealth drones function as previously stated, but drone propulsion only injures, doesn't down. Oh, wow. So you only can injure them in a way harder way. I wonder how you're going to get the downs. Any survivor hit by the drone propulsion is tagged and tracked with a claw trap, right? Claw traps can be removed by survivors following a held interaction. Skull Merchant gains an activated ability that fires an EMP dart from her drone buddy. An EMP dart. This range attack has a small AoE and down survivors who have a claw trap on. Okay. Wow, that's convoluted. So you need to get the drone buddy to hit them, which gives them the trap. And then once they've got the trap on, which injures them, if they're already injured, it doesn't do anything. It just goes on them. And then you EMP, kind of like unknown, right? And then you hit them with the claw trap, right? Yeah, it downs. The EMP dart does not hurt survivors if they're not tracked. Yeah, so okay, I get it. That's really convoluted though. That might take a while for time to down again, especially if they're injured. Do they get a sprint burst when you hit the claw trap on them? Technically, you are hitting them. Sound interesting? Let's break this down by looking at the context of an example chase from the perspective of Skull Merchant. Your first order of business is to make use of tools in your arsenal to figure out where the survivors are. You begin by deploying stealth drones and piloting it to a high traffic loop where you leave it passively scanning. Switching focus back to Skull Merchant, you head towards another loop, activating your global detection power in hopes of catching survivors heading to the first gen. Can't they just crouch it though and hide from it? I have to see how this kind of works. Both the global detection power and the passive stealth drone detect separate survivors, notifying you of their whereabouts on your radar. You're now perfectly situated for a chase. Wait, the global detection thing, I forgot what that is. What is that? Is that where it just detects everyone for free? Yeah, I can't remember the previous one exactly. They didn't even bring it out, so... both the global detection power and your passive stealth drone detect separate survivors going off on you, whereabouts the radar. Okay. Tag and track. This feels like stickdef.com if anyone saw that fucking years and years ago. Looks like I'm looking at a fucking stickdef.com thing. Like a really like amateur one. Because they went all animated, didn't they? Can you remember that shit? Fucking cool. Tag and track. Switching focus back to the idling stealth drone. You see the survivor who was detected running away. Making use of the stealth drone increase movement speed. Don't say how much. You give chase. Mid-chase, you see an opportunity to strike, launching your stealth drone forward with the drone propulsion and hitting the survivor. Not only does this injure them, but it attaches a claw trap to them, yeah. But if they're injured, it does nothing. Only it attaches a claw trap. That's going to be the issue, obviously. They'll stay injured. This inflicts the broken status effect and tracks the survivor on your radar.
And Lickish, thank you for got his watching tear. Appreciate
62 months now, M8.
Okay, so they get
Cheers to you, my
broken on top of
friend.
it.
Keep on rocking with the skills.
Yeah, boy, thank you for the 62 months. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. While the drone propulsion can't be used to down a survivor, it opens up to the other ability. An M-Dart to down. At this point, Skull Merchant could take matters into her own hands and hunt down the Clawed Trapper by hand with a mouse 1 attack. But where's the fun in that? Hovering over her shoulder at all times with the prize buddy drone, which has a secret. But charging up, so you need to charge it as well. So what would that be like? Maybe Huntress style? So you'll probably slow down as it's charging, yeah. I'm releasing the activatable ability when in control of Skull Merchant. Buddy Drone fires a short to mid-range EMP dart. Okay, so it's not as far as Unknown, probably, then. Hits with a small AoE. I wonder how small that small AoE is. If a survivor being tracked with a claw trap, the dart will activate this fearsome contraption, downing them. Good hunting. Yeah, so it was a fort. I just can't remember the global detection power. I can't remember what that is. You don't really hide from Legion. You actually want him to chase you. He's super weak. You just stay injured and do gens. You force him to chase you, and then he's just a mouse 1. Survivor perspective. All that's well and good, but if you're a survivor, how are you supposed to deal with these high-tech tools? Stealth drone passively scanning an area, either crouch walk or avoid the scan lines, or hack it as well. Okay, so this is kind of weak then. I wonder how easy they are to see. To me, it looks like the majority of gameplay against the better survivors will be this one, where you use the whatever it's called. The idling stealth drone, I guess, right? Wait, when you put these up, can you control any of them, guys? Do you only get one? Wait. Oh, you only get one. I see. So you grab this, you take it to, let's say, just a gen, right? And then it's going to be on there, and it's going to potentially detect them. The detect, I guess, will put the claw trap onto them like before, or do you need to actually go into it when it detects them? No, I get it. I do get it now. It's very convoluted though. This is gonna be quite a long time to down compared to other killers. So yeah, I don't think they can actually get injured by the lines anymore. That just detects them. That's it. And you need to go into the drone, and then you need to attack them with the drone, and then you need to walk up to them wherever they were, and then you need to emp them before they get the drone off. Right? Yeah. It's convoluted as fuck. Buddy Drone is Howlmaster's dog. Worse. Worse than Howlmaster, I'd say. I think. So that, here the global detection power notification, same as above, begin crouch walking or stop moving altogether. Interesting. So it tells them when the global detection power is going to happen. So you're not going to get any good survival with this then. So what's the point of it? What's the point of this? There's no point of this at all. This is stupid. What's the point? Any good survivor is just going to hear it and stop still. The only time they won't stop still is when they're in chase. You already know where they are when you're in chase. Pointless. This is like think about this. This is how bad this is, right? Think about Doctor, right? When he does the all you have to do is crouch. It won't hit you anymore. Trash, right? Notice self-drone being piloted. Keep to tight loops. And be ready to juke to prevent the stealth drone from attaching a claw trap to you. She seems kind of shitty, in my opinion. She seems kind of shitty, man. Does she get any stealth or anything? So, this thing ain't going to hit any good survivor.
Subhype.
The stealth drone can only be in one place at one time.
Hey, True 3, glad to be able to support you again. One of the best DVD streamers and players out there, brother.
Appreciate it, Doc. Thank you for the 3 month, mate. It seems super... her time to down is going to be really long, I feel like. She will have a bit of slowdown with him having to take the traps off. See how easy that is, I guess. And what's it mean here? Keep tight on loops. How bad is this thing at loops? I guess we'll see that. Afflicted with a claw trap and see the skull merchant approaching. Be ready to juke her emp dart. So you can juke this, you can juke the emp dart, and you can crouch the global detection. I wonder how easy the emp dart is to juke. It has a short charge. Yeah, I told you. So use this time to put an obstruction in between both of you. So it probably won't be able to go through things like Unknown either. Huh. Afflicted with a claw trap and feeling hidden. Hold the interaction button to remove it. Okay. With that, we'd love to... Oh, actually, there's comments here now. Love it. They'll probably only have comments which are positive. With that, we'll love to hear what you think about these changes. We'll be keeping a close eye on all our community channels and relaying any feedback back to the team. So it has a blah, 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 blah. Okay, so... The global detection is completely pointless. It's Doctor, but you can just crouch the shock. Pointless. The stealth drone, you want to get 1. So her map pressure or her map presence is way smaller than what it were. It's only 1 spot. If they're just working on a gen, I'm assuming it's not even going to detect them. So I guess you put it at a gen and then go into it randomly, kind of like Singularity. So there's going to be kind of a bit of slowdown back and forth, going between both. And then when you go into it, you have to follow a survivor. And then following that survivor, all you get is an injure if you actually hit them. If you miss them, I don't know if there's a big cooldown. There probably is, right? You won't even know where they are. It's kind of like when you miss with Victor, right? And then if you do hit them, then you need to walk to where they were, depending on how far away that is. And then you need to use an emp on them before they get it off. What happens if they run really far away and you just use it on them and then the skull merchant needs to walk all the way to them, but they get the trap off because they're so far away? What about that? You get 5 of them. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, yeah, sorry, 5. Whoops. I was getting kind of confused with... Okay, so... Okay. So... You can go into any of these 5 stealth drones. Is that what it's saying? Is that what it's saying? So you get 5 of them, you put all 5 around, and then you can go into them, and then you can say, okay, that's better, that's better. I thought there were only 1. Okay, well that's better then. That's better. I'm still kind of curious about how the stealth drone and the emp thing is going to work together. I don't know what the cooldown is going to be either when they destroy one of them, or when you miss with one of them. But yeah, I did read this, but I completely forgot because this thing threw me off because it says you begin by deploying a stealth drone and then piloting it. So it just made me feel like there were 1 for some reason. We can agree that this is pointless, though, right? Or am I misunderstanding it? The global detection power. This is pointless, right? This seems completely pointless. You can just crouch it. Sounds like Skull is still going to suck. I don't think... Well, we'll have to see. It all depends how everything's working. There's a lot of things here which can go wrong and be not too good. You know, the speed of the stealth drone, the delay when it explodes, you know, the strategy of just running away from the Skull Merchant. Does she get stealth, guys? They didn't say everything from the last one. They just want you to memorize everything. But I can't remember. It was ages ago when I read it. I mean, it's interesting. I think a time to down's not going to be too fast. Because she needs to hit you with the drone, then she needs to walk up to you. It's kind of like, imagine the twins, right? Where you go up to a survivor with Victor, and then you attack them with Victor, and you cannot down anyone with Victor. It's only Charlotte, right? But she has like a little projectile when she gets close, right? It's kind of like that. Kind of picture it like the twins, where Victor goes to one of the survivors. This drone probably isn't as good as Victor. Victor's like one of the best anti-loopers in the game. But just pretend it's like Victor. So you hit them with Victor. They can run around with Victor on. And then Charlotte walks up to where they were and she fires something, like a little projectile. That's basically what this is. So it's very convoluted in the sense of one of your downs is going to take a while because you're going to have to devote a lot of time holding forward, getting to a certain place. Do you get me? So like someone's here and you're like over here, right? And then you put a stealth drone and it's hit them. They go like this, and now you have to walk all the way and hope they don't get the trap off, correct? That's what I'm getting from it. But yeah, I guess we'll see. That is a reaction to the Skull Merchant changes. The changes on the changes of the change.